Hey everybody, it's Glidercat, and it's time to play some more Foundry. Let's take a look at where we're at. I want to give you guys an update on what I did between episodes. Pretty soon we're going to want to pop down our second research lab. So in between episodes, I tried to clear off a little space over here and just flatten this land, cleared out some blocks here and just leveled it. So you've got a nice place to drop down the research lab too. Not sure if we're going to get to that in this episode or not. While I was doing that and some other clearing that I'll show you, our burners actually ran out of power. So all of our biomass burners were empty and our assemblers were without power. So what we learned from that, or what we can learn from that, is that one battery is not going to be enough to keep our facility here, our factory running. So we're going to have to, this episode, one of the things we're going to have to do is focus on beefing up our power, our solar power. Right now we've got 2 panels and we've got 1 battery. We'll probably want to go to at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 panels and maybe 4 batteries, 4 and 4. Maybe we try that out. I'm not sure what the ideal ratio is. Before, in the last episode, you may remember there was a big pit here. I just kind of filled this in or created a flat surface for us to build out our solar array. And let's see what else. Oh, yeah, I wanted to mention we had, in the last episode, we completed our inventory research, our expanded inventory. And if I go to the backpack here, you'll notice I've got a whole nother row here. So that's pretty sweet. So I noticed that when I was drilling out all this stone, it was not filling my inventory. And I was like, wow, we got tons of space. Also noticed in between episodes that when we mine the stone, the mining speed, it takes longer to do that. So I can just show you real quick. If we go to the drill and I mine this dirt pretty quick. If I mine stone, it takes a little bit longer. Eventually we'll get a faster mining speed that we can research. But I just wanted to show you that based on what you're drilling, the speed is different. And then we saw when you go to drill the ore directly, that is super slow. I think that's slower than stone. Let's go do one quick little grab of ore here and see. But I think that's even slower than stone. Yeah, that's a lot slower than stone. All right, what else here? Cleared the space for the second lab. I'm just going over a couple notes I wrote. Oh, and I tried to do... Also, last episode, we've been running out of xenoferrite, these plates. So I was starting to level this off or try and level off some space here, thinking maybe we could put another drone miner around this place and then back behind this, all this stuff, put another assembler and just have it build technoferrite plates just for our own purposes. Just store them in a container and then we'll just use that for our building so we're not always running short. We've got a bunch in here now just because they've been accumulating while I was drilling out land and flattening the area. So we might be good for a while, but we'll see. If we start running low again all the time, we're going to have to get more drone miners going and another assembler or two. So we're not having to waste time on the video waiting for ore to get smelted and turned into plates so we can build building blocks and things. What else was there going to show you? I don't think I did anything up near the technum rods. So that is where it was before. So yeah, so for this episode, I'm thinking let's beef up the power so we can keep the factory running around the clock on solar power. So I think that's going to mean 3 more batteries and at least a couple more solar panels. So we'll do that. And then I think we've not doubled up our technum rod production. So we've got a single assembler here doing technum rods. And I think that is actually slowing down. Ooh, look at that big jump. I think that is actually going to be slowing down our production here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. I thought it might be slowing down the science packs. The reason it's not is because I've turned off one of our assemblers here on the xenoferrite plates. So let me grab some of these. I'm going to build up a bunch of building blocks, and then I'm going to open this up again to feed the 2 assemblers that are building our science packs. So let me do that. Let's get in the crafting menu here. And let's see, what else do I need? Xenoferrite plates. Building blocks require technum rods as well. All right, well, let's open this up. And like I said, we may need to get even more xenoferrite mined and turned into plates, so we always have a supply for constructing and building out the lab. You can see that starving that out is even causing this to slow down. This belt was totally backed up. So here's a bunch of xenoferrite plates, technomrods, I'm sorry. We've got a few in here I can grab. And again, we've only got one assembler doing these, so we're probably going to have to get to that this episode as well. Let me craft some building blocks. I'm not sure why I'm not getting more. I guess I just don't have enough technomrods. So maybe we double up the technomrods production for sure. And then I thought if we have time, we can do a better job with the lighting around the whole factory and just spend a little time on aesthetics and keep it looking nice. Maybe put some lights here along this belt. Maybe put a set of stairs coming down along this down this hill, and just spend a little time on aesthetics. Usually I ignore all that, but let's take time and make it look nice as we go. So that is that. Let's double up our technum rods first, since that's going to help everything else. We're going to need technum rods to build more solar panels and batteries, I believe. So let's look at doing this first and see what we need to do and how we're going to expand. So here's our drone miners. They're making a dent here in the ore, in the technum ore. We got a lot more room this way. So why don't we just, let's see, and we know we can get 2 assemblers working off of one of these drone miners. So why don't we first do that, drop another assembler down, maybe right next to this guy. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of drilling, and then we'll run a belt out this way and feed it in and do more rods and just route them down, or you know, just feed it back into this same belt. And then we'll have doubled up our technum rod production. So I'm going to go ahead and drill some of this out. I don't think this is going to take very long, so I don't think I'll fast forward through this. Let's just grab these. Yeah, so in the comments, let me know what you think of this game. I'm impressed. I like this kind of game. It really scratches the factory building itch for me. I think it runs pretty smooth. So I'm anxious to see what you guys think as you get exposed to this. And we're still in an early version, so things may change. I think I mentioned in the first look video I did that I read that they think they have a year or 2 before they're really going to be ready for a release, a full release. And I believe it was just September 2020 where they kind of opened it up for people to buy on itch.io in early access. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think it's pretty cool. All right, let's drop down a little platform here. Maybe I will start conserving some of these building blocks a bit until we have an adequate supply. All right, let's go ahead and build our assembler. And what do I need? I think that's going to be, I'm short electronic components, and I believe that is going to be the technum rods, right? Right. So let's do this. I'm going to shut off the output loader here and let some technum rods collect inside the assembler itself. And that way we can have some of the stuff available for building, because we are always starved out of resources. All right. So now we're stuck kind of waiting. What else can we do? Let's look at our solar panel. We can move our primitive furnace. Let's get this out of the way. So I'll just go to demolition mode. We'll grab that guy. It's back in my inventory, and I'm just going to slap this guy down somewhere free. Like, how about over here somewhere? Let's go into the backpack. And there's our primitive furnace. I'll just right click and drop this guy down here for now. I could always use that to smelt some more technum rods. I guess I could bring it all the way up there. Why don't I do that? Let's do that. Grab this guy. We'll head back up the hill. Maybe we can at least smelt in parallel with that assembler doing its thing. So let's plop him down right here. Boom. I can just walk over to this guy. Oops, hop over. Grab a bunch of the ore they've got on hand, a bunch of technum ore. Put that in my inventory, and then we'll pop that in the primitive furnace. Oops, let me set a recipe here for technum rods. And then we'll just pop that in, and I need to give it fuel. Let's see if I have any in my inventory. I do have one last stack here, so let's do that. I might actually need more fuel. Let's take out a few trees just for the heck of it, so we have a little bit of a backup supply in case we need to feed that primitive furnace. Do that. Grab a couple more of these, and then we'll go grab those technum rods out of the assembler and out of the primitive furnace, and then see about building the second assembler for our technum rods. And then we'll need a couple loaders as well, and probably a few belts. Let's see, I've got 61 belts, it looks like, so we're probably in good shape there. Let's grab this guy, and we'll grab this guy here. And now that it's daylight, we should be okay on power, although I think our burners here, these burners are still going. Let's see how much they have. I had to refill them last night. Ooh, getting pretty low. Getting pretty low. So pretty soon we're going to be back on solar. And then come nighttime, that single battery we have is gonna drain pretty fast. So let's go ahead and grab these technum rods out. We'll go to our assembler and get the rods out of there. All right, another 67 here. And let's go ahead and grab this technum ore, and we'll feed it into the primitive furnace just so we keep that guy humming along, and I'll grab what he's got. All right, now let's see if I can build that second assembler here. We'll go into craft. Boom. Looks like we're good there. Boom. I know I need a couple loaders. How many do I have? I've got 2. Let's wait and conserve building materials. Look at this. I've got enough for solar panels too. So that's gonna be next. The next thing we jump on. But let's double up on these technum rods so we don't have to keep chasing resources. All right, go backpack. Let's place this guy. And let's have the panels face each other, and let's go, how about like that? That looks good to me, and I just fell down a hole. Let's see here. All right, that looks good. And we can run this ore out the back. Going out the side there. I can come out the back and then just come through here. Why don't we try that? I'm going to need at least one of these, so let's just drop 2. And then we will put down... I don't think I can go that way. I don't think I can go that way. I think I need to do it like this. And then let's see if I can hover a belt here. If I can place it correctly. And it's going to be a little bit hard to tell what direction we're heading. I'm going to guess that's right. We'll find out. And we're good. And then I think I can just bend this guy around like this. And then one more, and then we'll rotate. Feed this guy straight in, and I think that's going to make a T-junction for us. All right, very good. And now we just got to feed ore into this. So let's grab our other loader here. This is fine, I suppose. Or we can go in the middle, why not? And one more loader. One more of those. All right, we'll drop this guy down. How about we come back here so we're not blocking the panel? Boom. And then some belts here just to connect these guys up, and we will be in good shape. Let's just Let's make sure our loaders are set correctly. That looks like intake from here, but yeah, that's good. Now we just need to select a recipe. Technum rods. All right, there we go. So now we've got Technum rods being produced here. I'm still going to let these back up. I'm not going to unleash this assembler yet, or the other one down at the bottom of the hill. I don't think I did. Let's just double check, make sure I didn't do that. Because I want to make sure that we've got enough building materials on hand to do what we're doing. So we're not having to chase this stuff. All right, this guy's on output. I'm going to toggle it back to input. And so this should start banking up plates again for us. So we'll run our science packs right now just off of one assembler of Technum rods and one assembler doing the xenoferrite plates. And that should be good. Next thing we can do, actually, before we move on to the solar panel enhancements, let's do a quick research. Let's bring it up and pick something. We probably knock off a couple here. We got the mining drill speed. Steel, I'm guessing, is lab 2. So I think a lot of these from steel onward are all going to require lab 2. Yeah. What is that? Character crafting speed. Okay, that's kind of cool. Lights 2. All right, maybe brighter lights, or that'll be interesting. Yeah, a ceiling light and a wall light. Cool. All right, we'll check that out. Anyway, so it looks like we've only got 3 or 4 to pick from. Let's go ahead and do the faster conveyors. And that'll probably be instantaneous. Boom, done. And now, because we had some science packs backing up while I was doing all that digging, let's pick, can we do this? Conveyor distributor 2, allow, okay, I wonder if that's just faster. Probably. Let's go ahead and do that so they don't become a bottleneck when we use those. All right, how about mining drill speed? All right, so now we got to accumulate some science packs. While that's happening and the sun's going down, we're going to need, you know what, I know we're going to need to fill those biomass burners one more time. And we're going to need lots of building blocks so we can build out a platform right above all this stuff. Let's go ahead and start doing that. We'll drop some down here. And then we need to overlap one so that the power conducts. And then we're going to kind of out this way start building out our solar array. So let's go into the backpack, see what we need. I've got plenty of plates. I need more rods, so let's go get those. This guy's probably empty, but we've been saving them up over here. Let's just check our drone miner. So now the drone miner is not backing up with ore since we've got 2 assemblers going. But this guy's got some rods for us. Oh, 60, it's not enough. All right. Let's hop down here. What do we want first? We've already got 2 solar panels. Maybe the next thing is a battery. So how do we want to do that? Do we want solar panels and then batteries right next to it? Kind of like this, and just keep going down in a row? Let's see. Let's expand this out a little bit. Okay, looks like I'm going to be able to build quite a few building blocks now with those Technum rods I grabbed. So let's do a little bit out this way and just see what it's going to look like to have the battery and a pole. I'm just trying to think how this is going to look. Can I do a pole in the middle? Let's go ahead and build the battery. I'm going to grab 2 of those, and I'm going to grab a solar panel for now. And I'm going to grab, let's see, how about 2 power poles? And let's just think about how we want to do this. I'm going to tab to my power toolbar, and I'm thinking thinking to have these things kind of mirror each other. So the panels like are in the middle. So you can walk down in between two batteries and look to your left. You'll see one panel, look to the right, you see the other panel. Let's try that. I'm going to go all the way to the edge. Maybe one more. I don't want it to be all cramped in. Let's drop one more row. Let's just do two more real quick. Two more rows of this base building blocks. And let's drop these batteries and just see how it's going to look. I'm going to drop one here. And then I'm going to... Oh, I can't put another one just because we're going to have a ledge there. I'm not crazy about that. All right, let's put a pole down and just see if we connect these guys up, how it's going to look. Oops. How about right? Keep falling down. Power. Let's see. Right here. Let's try it. Connect this stuff up. Boom. To boom. And then to boom. Let's see. If the pole can't reach. Oh, there it goes. Oh, look at that. That pole. Oh, I'm not crazy about that. I'm not crazy about that. Now, I don't know. I had this in my other playthrough. I'm not sure how you remove these power lines. Let's see. Connect power line, hold, right mouse button, demolition mode Z. I can take a stand. You know, it doesn't, like, I can't really. Let's see if I get to my mining drill. Can I take out one of these power lines? I don't think I can. That may be coming in a later version, or I just don't know what the command is or what the right way to do it is. But what we can do, or let's try Z again. Did I have that? I did. Yeah, it's not letting me. I'm going to take the solar panel out and replace it. That should clear the wire. And let's just place that guy down again. Kind of wanted this to look a little bit better than it was going to look. So let's drop this guy down again. Boom. And ideally, I'd like to connect all the way over to that pole. Now, I'm going to back up a little bit just to see if these things are really too far apart. It doesn't seem like it. Seems like that should reach. It's not that far. Let's see. I'm going to connect on that. I'm going to click on that. There we go. Okay. So then we'll go up and we'll do more of the same. Let's go extend our building block platform over here. And then I don't actually need to put the step here. Let's do this for the heck of it. We may change some of this based on how it looks. All right. Just pop that there. So I thought about putting another battery here. Let's see. Do I have another battery? I was going to do it like, yeah, kind of like this. And then wire this guy up back to this pole. All right. Yeah. So now we've got two batteries. We can walk between them. Take a look at the status. They're not charging now because it's nighttime. And then kind of do the same thing with the solar panels. But we'll have to walk up to the next level to get the next set of solar panels going. So right now we've got 3. And then our next battery will be over here somewhere. So let's take a quick look because we're probably starving our factory out of power at this point. Let's see if any of these burners have anything. That guy's out. Are these guys complaining about power? Looks like they're waiting on Technum rods. And the Technum rods are probably complaining about not having power. Let's go up there and just check. Looks like there is a run. So if I hit shift while hitting the WASD keys, then it does look like we get a faster movement speed, so you can run. There's our biomass burner. Let's go fill this one in. He says he still has power. Let's fill that up. Now, my assumption is that because we've we did a pretty good job making sure this was connected all the way down. That everything should have power and should be working. Let's see why we're not getting plates coming out. This guy's not rods, Technum rods. These guys, the drone miners look like they're still gathering ore. There it goes. It's coming into this assembler. I see smoke coming out the top of the assembler. This one we've got. Oh, you know what? I bet this loader's not set up right. Intake. Boom. Output. There we go. But I'm going to take this opportunity to steal some of these rods. So let's grab this. And let's grab all these. And now let's set this one free. So that was our mistake. We just had this loader not outputting the rods down the line. And we had stopped the loader over here so that they would accumulate here. Anyway, we've got tons of building materials. There go the Technum rods. Power shouldn't be... We should be able to get through the night just by filling that one burner. I think we'll find out. And then eventually tomorrow, or when the next day starts here in game, we will have more solar power. So we've got 2 panels right now, and we've got 3 batteries. Let's go ahead and drop the next panel. I think that's going to be, look at that. We're kind of hanging over. So let's fix that so it looks better. And then we're getting towards the end of this episode. We didn't get to the lights, but we did double up our Technum rods. And we are beefing up our solar. So that is going to be super important. Let's go drop another solar panel down. I guess we're just going to do 1 row of these like this. All right. And this guy's going to have to connect to a pole. There's going to be a pole there. Let's see. We'll probably have a battery here. Let's see if I can. I've got one. Let's go ahead and drop it. Well, we do it right there. And then let's follow the same pattern here. Let's have a pole kind of right in front of the battery. And then we'll wire these guys up. And then tomorrow, or when the sun starts shining, we should be in a good shape, or be in good shape, I should say, with solar power. Let's just make sure this is going to, yeah. All right. All right. So yeah, hoping we can just repeat that pattern down this way and it won't look so bad. It'll look better. So let's see. Yeah, this is about the end of the episode. I'm just going to extend. Let's see. Maybe I'll just grab a few more building blocks here. We've got the Technum rods and we got plenty of xenoferrite plates. So let's just extend this out a little bit, because you can't have too much power. I definitely don't want to be running out of that. Cool. And then I'd like to drop down 1 more solar before we go. Let's see. I don't think I have any in the inventory. I think I got to craft 1 more up. Okay, cool. These don't look like they're too expensive, or at least I have enough resource, or we have enough resource to do it. Let's go ahead and drop it and wire this guy up too. Still building. Cool, there we go. Rotate this guy. How far apart should we do these? Let's leave 1 space so we can get around here without jumping on top of them. And then, yeah, I guess we'll take the power, or take the high voltage power and route it to this guy like that. The sun is coming up, but it's going to be a while before it kicks in and starts powering these panels. Yeah, it's got a little ways to go. Let's wrap this episode here. And in the next episode, when it gets dark again, maybe we take a stab at adding some more lights and making things look a little nicer. We'll get a feel for if our solar power is sufficient for what we've got, or if we need to extend this array out. And we can go this way and go this way. And then we'll also have to consider what exactly it is we want to do next. A couple candidates. We can look to increase our xenoferrite production by throwing another drone miner down somewhere, maybe clearing out some space, and then having some more xenoferrite plates produced, because we've been running short on those. And that's going to hold up our science pack production. That's one candidate. We can extend the solar, we can do the lights, and then the other is going to be dropping the next research lab and getting that construction completed. And then once that's in place, then we'll have to figure out just what I mentioned at the end of the last episode, just how we route the Science Pack 1 and Science Pack 2 between the two research labs. So we'll discover that once we drop the other lab and we start researching something more advanced. So we'll figure out that then. For now, yeah, let's wrap it up here. Thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it. If you've got comments or questions or suggestions, please put them in the comments. I'll check every one. And until next time, this is Glidercat signing off, saying I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.